Alright, now before we start, I just want to say shout out to the Support Black College, man, for this fresh and so clean shirt, man. If y'all are a fan of HBCUs, if y'all support black colleges, man, go ahead and get you a shirt, man. Support black owned businesses, man. This is so fresh, dog. I love it. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. What's going on, man? It's your boy Architect Lights in the building. We is back again with another video. Now before we get started, I also want to say shout out to Cut Day Sports, HBCU Game Day, and any other channel who does any commentating for HBCU football, man. You guys are absolutely dope, and I watch absolutely every single one of y'all. I want to go ahead and do my due diligence and do a video of the top 10 HBCU players headed into 2021. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. For number 10, I have JALON THIGPEN, DB out of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. 2019, he was tied for the team lead in total tackles with 68. He had 36 solo tackles. Also broke up 7 passes and also added another 3.5 tackles for loss. Dude can come up and make a tackle. It can also go up and defend the deep ball. Like, dude is absolutely legit quick. He's fast, and he can go, and he's also a ball hogging safety as well. And number 9, I have Devyn, cornerback for Norfolk State. Tied the MAC lead with 5 interceptions, also added another 38 tackles. He's the best cornerback amongst HBCU football players. The dude could lock up one side of the field. Dude is really fast. Dude can go up for the ball as well. Number 8, I have his teammate Juwan, quarterback for Norfolk State. 2019, he passed for over 2,600 yards and also had over 28 total offensive yards. Also responsible for 29 touchdowns. Had an historic year in 2019. Both his passing yards and his total offensive yards was 4th in school history. But the year that he had in 2019, I think he's just gonna have an even better year, and their team is definitely gonna be in a running for the MAC championship this year. And number 7, I have Demetri, Morsell, cornerback for Bowie State. To me, he's probably top 5 best Division II corners in Division II, period. This dude is an absolute lockdown corner. I think 2019 he won CIAA Defensive Player of the Year, had 9 picks, had 4 touchdowns as well. Dog, dude is a straight up lockdown corner. This dude is a ball hogging corner. Dude can also force fumble. Ain't a bad look that he plays on a very, very good team as well. Bowie State won the CIAA championship back-to-back. I think they're going for their 3rd. Like, this team is really legit. Dude is definitely one of the best corners in Division II football, period. First team All-American. Dude literally gets it done on defense. Number 6, I have Xavier Smith, wide receiver for Florida A&M. What's absolutely amazing about this kid is that he was actually a walk-on. And in the year that he had in 2019 was absolutely amazing. This dude reminds me of a college version of Tavon Austin. Like, the dude is that legit. Like, I mean, this dude is absolutely fast, absolutely quick. He had over 1,100 yards in 2019, had 11 touchdowns on 77 catches. Like, the dude gets open anytime he wants to. I think to me, he's the 2nd best receiver amongst HBCU football players. Like, this dude is absolutely, yo, watch out for this kid in 2021, man. This dude is definitely legit. At number 5, I have Felix Harper, quarterback for Alcorn State. Almost 3,000 yards passing. He won the SWAC Offensive Player of the Year Award 2019. And he was also one of the 4 finalists for HBCU Player of the Year Award. Absolute gunslinger. The dude could run. You know what's crazy? Like, 2019 was his first full year starting. The year before, he was behind a quarterback, Noel Johnson, who also won SWAC Player of the Year Award. So I think that's really dope to have the last 2 SWAC Player of the Year's award come from Alcorn State. And I think Alcorn State, period, is gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Number 4, I have Abdul Fatih Ibrahim, wide receiver for Alabama A&M. Dude is 6'1", 6'2", 200 pounds. 2-1 SWAC freshman of the year, had almost 1,000 yards. His first year ever playing, had over 11 touchdowns on 58 catches. His team played in the spring, went undefeated. Dude went absolutely crazy on Jackson State. They also won the SWAC championship. Dude is definitely one of the best offensive weapons in HBCU football. You can throw it at him, and he's definitely gonna jump up there and make that catch. The dude catch radius is crazy. Number 3, I have Jordan Lewis, defensive back for Southern University. Dog, this dude is an absolute beast. He's not only the best defensive player in HBCU football, but he's probably top 5 best defensive lineman in FCS football, period. So let me tell y'all about this dude, right? So in 2019, he had 11.5 tackles for loss, and he had 6 tackles through 13 games, right? So in the spring of this year, he had 15 tackles for loss and 10.5 sacks in 5 games. Dude's first step is absolutely crazy. The dude is absolutely strong, gets to the backfield at will, and he is super quick, man. And number 2, I have Aqeel, quarterback of Alabama, and to me, this is the best quarterback in HBCU football. Dude had a tremendous year in 2019. He had a absolutely great season this past spring, going 5-0 and leading that team to a SWAC championship. Who is absolutely legit at quarterback. He progressed every single year from 2017 up until this year. You know, he would have finished off his year last year if the season didn't cancel, but this dude progressed every single year. He started all but 2 games his whole career. Alabama A&M is definitely, to me, one of the favorites to win the SWAC championship for sure, especially with this quarterback and his receiver. I think they're gonna do absolutely great things. And the number 1 player in HBCU football is Jah-Maine Martin. This dude ain't absolutely the best running back in HBCU football. I think he's top 3 best running backs in FCS football. To me, he could have declared for the draft before this season started, and he would have got drafted. He already has a national championship under his belt, so you know he already has a championship pedigree. This dude is an absolute playmaker for sure. Had over 1,200 yards rushing with 20 touchdowns. He is definitely, in my eyes, the most NFL ready in HBCU football. This dude's preseason awards it continues to rack up. Top 4 candidates for the HBCU Player of the Year. The top candidate for best running back of the year. Dude was an All-American last 2019. He's a preseason first-team All-American. I can't wait to see what not only Jah-Maine Martin can do, but North Carolina A&T. With them going on to be in the Big South Conference, they're playing with the big boys now. So I'm absolutely excited to see what North Carolina A&T is going to do this season. There were players that was not on the list that I was going to put on the list, but due to them transferring, I couldn't put them on the list because they're not going to be part of HBCU football this year. So, you know, but shout out to those who are transferring to them D1 schools. But that's my list for 2021, man. I'm definitely gonna go to some games this year. I'm definitely gonna look at a lot of tape of a lot of these guys this year. I'm eventually gonna have a bigger list that I want to put together for all HBCU football players, man, and hope that I just wanna show that love and support for all of our HBCUs, because y'all deserve it. We deserve it as HBCU fans. As a former HBCU football player, I would love for something like this to be normalized. I would love for something like this to be something that is done every single year. But shout out to y'all, man, and y'all keep doing your thing, man. We out.